Why do you think, what do you think that you do that people would have voted you into that position, the number one? What do you think is setting you apart there?
I would say everyone that works at Hiday Motors is honest. But even Larry Hiday has told me that I sometimes go above and beyond. He says sometimes you do a little too much. You're a little too honest. You might give a little bit too much information. But the thing is that I tell people what I would want to know or be told. I treat people how I would want to be treated. And sometimes it is just taking that extra time to get to know your customers that leads you to that point. Breaking down those barriers, communicating, and then it's just having a conversation. I've had customers at my desk, we're trying to work a deal, and you can tell that wall, it starts to go up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll physically flip over the paper and say, hey, let's just take a quick break. Let's change the subject a little bit, and then let's come back to it. But what that might lead to is you saying one thing that was that barrier breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I physically walked out of the room and said, hey, this is a decision between you folks. I don't need to be part of this. I'm going to close the door and come get me when you're done. I don't know how many cars I've sold because of that, because you're not forcing it down someone's throat. It's a conversation. It's not a sale.
Okay.
Which makes them more comfortable, which makes your job easier. Because I always tell people, I can't help if you don't tell me what I need to help you with.
Yeah.
If you just say, hey, nope, not interested, I need to know why. And that's where we really work together. Because,
so you can help them solve the problem at that point.
Correct.
If you know what they're looking for, why they're looking for it, and a lot of people do put up those barriers. So that's probably the best answer that I could have imagined. Is just tell me how I can help you.
Right.
Because and I've heard people before say, "What would you do? What would you do?" And being honest to a fault, I'm sure really helps.
Yeah, because car salesmen as a whole, we get a bad rap. We're the scum of the earth. We're like politicians and lawyers. No offense to anybody out there. People come in not trusting us.
Sure.
So, when people say, well, I don't like salesmen. Well, great, I don't either. And then they laugh, and then, that's one barrier that you already jumped over and you don't even realize it.
Right.